Hi everybody, I'm so glad that you're back. I'm glad to be back. We've had a little bit of construction going on at the house, and so it has been a little crazy here for the last couple of weeks, but I am back, and today we're going to be talking about something that has been all over YouTube. I know that you may be sick of it because I'm sure you've watched 1,000 videos on it, but I think I have a little bit of a but my own take, I guess, and I need to just go out here and say it. We're going to be talking about the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. This is the new packaging. This is the one from Ulta. And when this first came out, I didn't get it. I didn't get it because I have some reservations with Jaclyn Hill. I think she's a wonderful, wonderful makeup artist. Her vision of makeup, the way that she does makeup on herself, and I haven't seen her working on clients, but the way that she does it on herself is beautiful. Her personality is just a little bit out there, and even though I'm very bubbly as well, sometimes it's just a little bit much. But that aside, she's just a wonderful makeup artist, and you can't take that away from her. But I do have my reservations on other things. But anyway, when it first came out, I thought, well, it looks good, but I have to go through Morphe's shipping, which is kind of expensive, really. And it was cardboard. It was $38. And then the shipping, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see if they do any improvements. Jaclyn Hill had said that this palette took 2 years, and that it was in the making for 2 years, and that she thought about it for 2 years, worked on it for 2 years, worked with Morphe, and then this palette came out. Let me just go ahead and show it to you. It comes with this insert that I really just I keep it there so that it doesn't get too dirty. But this is the actual palette. Guys, it is beautiful. It doesn't have a mirror, so I can do it this way. It is really beautiful. It has 35 shades, ranging from like your lightest all the way to the darkest. It has pops of color. This is in the middle of my eyelid. Today I'm wearing this palette, only this palette on my eyes today. I have this on my crease. I have this on my crease. I also have, let me see, what else do I have? I have a mixture of this color, which is beautiful, and this color on the outer and inner corners, and then I have this this green in the middle of my lid, and then I kind of blended it out with this matte one. It is a mix of mattes and shimmers, and it really is beautiful. When palettes first come out, I sort of wait, and I'm like, well, it's new, they're gonna be sold out, which this one was, and they usually do some improvements. This was supposed to be limited edition, and I thought, I think that's going to become something permanent because it really is very beautiful. And they worked on it for 2 years, so working on it for 2 years and then make it limited edition. So I thought, no, I think this is going to become permanent, and it did, and now it is at Ulta. So the packaging is very simple, very sleek. It's white. This one is glossy. The ones, if you already purchased this from the Morphe website and not at Ulta, because it just came to Ulta, then you have the non-glossy, which gets dirty really quickly. And also it has the names of the eyeshadows in the back. I would have preferred for them to be even on the insert, or better yet, inside of the palette, like written on here. So let me just get organized here a little bit and tell you what I do like about this palette. What I like about this palette is the packaging. I think the packaging, this new one, is really good. It's glossy. It's not going to get dirty. It's not going to get fingerprinting. You do have the shadow shades on the back. It's magnetic, and it is pretty thin. It is big. So for travel, I don't know how convenient it would be, how practical it would be for travel, but I do think that it's thin enough. It is gonna get dirty if you don't do your insert. If you don't put the insert, see how the black eyeshadows and the darker eyeshadows have already kind of gotten mine dirty. I just got this. I'm gonna say I just got this. I got it about 3 or 4 days ago. This is the only palette I have worn in the past 2 or 3 days, and I'm gonna throw some pictures from a couple of looks that I've done, including this one. I do love that these shadows are very blendable. It's a range of colors. It is a range of colors. So yes, you do have your browns and your oranges, and they are warm. This is a warm palette. It has cool tones, but it's mostly a warm palette. And you do have your oranges and your browns and everything like that, but they're different in a sort of weird way. They're different. Like, let me see if I can get this on the, like these two for me are pretty much my skin tone, see? So they're not gonna show up very well on my skin tone, but they're good to just throw on the crease and have it as a base to blend out the other eyeshadows that I'm gonna put on top. So these two are good. And then you go into your darker. This one right here, I used right at the top. I've had this makeup on for a long, long time. So, and so it lasts. That's another thing that I like, that it lasts for a long time. It doesn't crease. It doesn't fade away. It's really good. And the other thing I do like is that when you put it on your brush, it doesn't have a lot of fallout on the palette, on your face. You can tap off the excess, but I didn't have to tap it off. So that's one thing that I do really, really like. And they're pigmented. Usually pigmented eyeshadows tend to have a lot of fallout, like the Modern Renaissance palette. That to me has quite a bit of fallout. And other shadows that I have that are very pigmented, but also you have a lot of that going on. So I do love like this color, and this color. They're all transition shades, but you can blend them one on top of the other, and it just creates a really pretty gradient. So it's not repetitive. That's what I like, that it's not repetitive. And then you have this beautiful pops of color. I did a look with this color. I put it on the lash line as an eyeliner, and I'll throw up the picture for that. I haven't used that purple, but it's beautiful. So let me just do a couple of swatches for you. Let me swatch this really pretty reddish brown. Guys, that wasn't even a hard swatch. Look at that. It's beautiful. I'm looking for something to wipe it off, but I didn't bring anything with me. Let me swatch this color right here. It is a taupey, sort of like bronze color. Look at that, guys. It's beautiful. Let me see if I can swatch it on my hand. Look at that. it's so pretty. But it's not so much that you're gonna overdo it. Like, it is buildable. You can build it up, and you're not, if you don't tap off your brush, it's not gonna be, and you're not gonna be able to blend it out. So those are the things that I do like. Things that I don't like about this palette. First of all, I don't like the price. It is $38. I think that's a little bit expensive. First of all, because it is cardboard packaging. The other Morphe palettes are plastic, and they feel a little bit more sturdy. So I think it's a little pricey. The other thing is that the eyeshadow names should be on the inside or even on the insert. It is a hassle to go, especially if you do tutorials and things like that. It's like, okay, what's this shade? Okay, what's this other shade? It's just a hassle. So for $38, I would have expected maybe even on the insert. I know that people throw these away. I'm one of them. But even if it were here, it would be more handy than to have them on the back of the palette. So what I did is I didn't buy a full price. I used my Ulta points, which they come in handy with that. And there was also 20% off discount with going around at Ulta. So I used that, and I paid about $21, $22 for it, which I think that is worth the price. For $22, I think it's really worth it. Would I have paid $38 for it? I don't think so. I don't think I would have paid $38. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It really is. But I do have these colors in other palettes. I think the only color that is really unique that I think that I don't have in other palettes is that blue. Let me go ahead and swatch it. That blue is beautifulness. I do have other purples, but I think that purple is very good. It's really hard to do purples. So I think that those two are just gorgeous. But I think they're the only two that really stand out to me. It is permanent, and I think that it is worth it if you have a discount a coupon or if you have Ulta rewards and you want to use them for this, I think this palette is worth it if you don't buy it full price. Would I have bought it full price? I don't think so. I do, and I'm gonna throw this in here. I know I shouldn't because this is not permanent. I think it should be. I have the Kathleen Lights and Morphe palette. This one is very travel friendly, it's thin, it is black, so it does get a little bit dirty, but you know, it's not horrible. This one I've had to wipe off quite a few times, and it is glossy, so it's good. It's easy to wipe off. But if you don't have that glossy finish and you bought the first batch, you know, the one, if you ordered it from Morphe, then you got the one that's not glossy, and that gets dirty in a hurry. I think this palette is beautiful, and I know mine has been well loved. This palette, I travel with it. I just love it. Oh, one other thing that I don't like about the Jaclyn Hill palette is that these two, oh my gosh, it's a little bit big. These two shades right here, they're very pretty, but they are shimmer. They're shimmer. And so if you want to highlight your brow bone with this, you just need to know that it is shimmery. That today I had to dip into my Carly Bible palette because that palette has a really good brow bone highlight and it's matte. This one from Kathleen Lights also has two really light shades. This one is shimmer, but this one is matte. So that one you can use to highlight your brow bone. And it's beautiful. I don't like to highlight my brow bone with shimmery eyeshadows unless it's nighttime and I'm going to a party or something. So I think that's one thing I don't like about the Jaclyn Hill palette, that the two lightest shades are shimmery. However, they are really pretty for the inner corner. See? They're really pretty. I have in the inner corner, I have this one, and it is so pretty. That is also a beautiful cheekbone highlight as well. So that is my 2 cents on the Jaclyn Hill palette. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you found it helpful. And I will see you guys on my next. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment. Let me know what you want to see next. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye-bye.
Where are you going?